Welcome to the Roots and Routes podcast, where community and socioeconomics is the route to our success. You know, I always wish that our hometown heroes had the technology during their time to sort of document their journeys. So we'll do it for the rest of them. And we are live on location at the legendary 14th Street Community Center. We have a special guest coming to the table today. This is season 2, numero uno, episode 1. We got a special treat for the Portsmouth people, the Cider County people. This man is nationally known, and we'll get right to him here shortly. But before we do, make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on all the digital platforms. We'll continue to put out amazing content. We're on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, aka X, and much more. Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So before we get started and introduce our guest for the day, we've got our production team, one fourth of the group that we have to put this thing together. Our producer for the day, Mr. Drew Carter.
What's up?
Mr. Drew Carter.
What's up?
Yes, sir. All right, season 2, episode 1. I'm going to start it off from right to left, and then we'll get to the man of the hour for this particular episode. To the farthest right of me, we have Mr. Uza Davis.
Yes, sir.
He is his home base is, I believe, in Northeast Ohio. Is that correct?
Cleveland, yeah.
But he's happened to make Portsmouth in this area his home. Mr. Uza Davis is also a trainer at the Hard Knocks Training Center, the legendary Hard Knocks Training Center. So let's put it together for Mr. Davis himself.
Yes.
We'll talk about who he is and how he's come to know our guest for the hour. The guest for the hour, his name is Mr. Mylz Martin.
The champ.
Yes, sir.
Hiya.
Yes, indeed. So, the special thing about Mr. Mylz, we're going to entitle this episode The Mylz Mentality. We're going to kind of dive into who he is as a person as well and talk about the journey that he's on, and also this showcase that's about to come up in the month of December. I believe it's the second week of December. And we'll get to that. So, this man is nice with his hands. Young man. So, how I want to introduce the audience to Mr. Martin is kind of dive into his love for the sport. But before we get heavy, we got his trainer in the room with us as well. And we want to keep it a little lighthearted. Mylz, either one, or Usa, either one of y'all can chime into this. But if y'all got into a fight, who's got the better hands? You or Coach?
Go ahead, answer it.
The state I'm in right now, I say my coach will win that. Not just because he's the coach, but also when it comes down to it, he can't outwit my coach for real. Like it just be a hard fight, honestly.
Yeah.
He's just conceding. He already know.
Yeah.
You can't out whoop or outbox the sensei, the teacher himself.
No, I mean he can, but I stay in 3-round shape just in case, a little higher learning, character development, keep them
Yes,
in
sir.
line. But no, I was getting ready for this event. I've had to come out of my little retirement with my little injuries and stuff and give them some sparring. And Mylz hits really hard, really hard. Like I leave with headaches,
Right.
and had to double up on creatine and stuff like that. So, he's always one shot to change the whole outcome of it.
For sure.
15 years old, he's 185, 90 pounds. He is like a brick. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
So let me ask y'all this question then. Like any sport, typically, you got to have a love for it. What is it about the sport of boxing, Mylz, Coach Davis? What is it about the sport of boxing that you love?
Honestly, the thing about boxing is it's just real. You feel me? Like, there's like real pain in there, real work in there, genuine competition. Like, and there's nobody to come save you, man. It's just you and the other guy. It's just mano y mano the way it should be.
Mm-hmm. For me, I got into boxing when I moved to Portsmouth in 2010. I was coming for Shawnee State.
Okay.
Before that, I was doing Shaolin Kung Fu in Cleveland.
Okay.
So I did that from 7 years old to 19. You know, first place competitor, one of the best schools in the little ranking system we were in. So, when you're a kid and you basically kung fu fighting, you know, like, you always want to box. You know, my martial arts school was in the middle of the hood, 131st and Mylz. During some family stuff, we moved out to the outskirts, so I was driving to the hood, 3 times a week, and was getting my butt handed to me.
Right.
Needless to say, so I was just like, man, I always wanted to box, but I was still in that system. And then when I left it at 19, I came back down here, and Rick Bender had a gym out there in the Gallia.
Right.
Yeah. When
Shout out to Rick Bender.
Yeah. Shout out to all my peoples, right? Yeah. So I started boxing with them down there, and then from that point in 2010 onward to now, it's just been boxing. And I teach them and I tell them that, this is another form of martial art. You know, kickboxing, Muay Thai, all of the combat sports, jiu-jitsu, like all of these things are a form of martial arts. So that's how I look at boxing, and that's how I also teach boxing as well.
So if you wasn't boxing, like whether it be a sport or just, you might be a accountant or something, I don't know exactly what you would be, but what you feel like, if boxing wasn't your passion, maybe it's still martial arts or whatever, but what do you feel like you would probably be?
No, I'd probably still be training, more or less. I don't really see, in the way my life was set up, another path.
Right.
Obviously outside of this, I personal train and I also do some mental health work as well. So I still would be training in some sort. I'd be in the gym somewhere doing something, just good for my mental health, physical health, emotional, spiritual health. So
I can imagine boxing. I'm sure that takes a mental toll on and being able to get in the gym to release some of that, whether it be anxiety or whatever you're dealing with. Especially as black men, that's something that's I think is essential to find your lane in anything. So, Mylz, same question. Like, if you wasn't boxing, what do you feel like you would be doing or kind of gearing towards, with your life?
I feel like I just want to be a student. If I wasn't boxing or doing anything else, I just want to go to school, get a good education, and focus on my academics, because that's a second to whatever else I'm thinking about.
I love that. Great answer.
He's an honor roll student too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Better say it.
So let's talk about that. What'd you say, Drew? He's a
honor roll student.
Honor roll student, man. Listen,
straight A's.
Yeah.
That's key. It's one thing to be out there, as an athlete, but most good coaches, most good trainers is going to emphasize the student part of the student athlete. So I commend everybody that's involved with Mr. Martin, Mom Dukes, and everybody in between. So I'm sure you have your village. So we'll get to them hopefully a little bit as we continue on in this conversation. But just in terms of y'all's two relationship, describe it, whether it be one word or however you want to do it. Describe y'all's relationship. Coach, you go first, and then Mylz.
I have to say it's pretty dynamic. Mylz is a good student, obviously academically, but he's also a great student within the gym. He is my senior leader, regardless of the fact he's 15. Right. Even my adults that I train, if Mylz say jump, they got to say how high. It's in that realm. So I would say it's dynamic. There's a lot of moving parts, but overall he's a joy to be around and a joy to train.
Awesome. Same question to you, Mylz.
The way I see it, I see my coach as a father figure to me. Because growing up, I didn't have my biological father in the house. So having him around has been real great, and spending time with him, I appreciate every moment.
Awesome. Hey, it's very important that we have people in our lives that have our best interests at heart. And, at the end of the day, the more people that we have in our lives that are able to pour into us and really allow us to blossom and grow, into the young men, adulthood, and beyond, the better. So,
Can we double back real quick before you go? I don't know. Y'all might have been talking when I was communicating with folks, but how you get into coaching?
Oh, so literally I volunteered. I'll be honest with you. When Phil opened up the gym, Phil, Bo, and everybody else, the rest of the team opened up the gym. Everything was, just trying to set up. It's over there. And what was it? What was the old bar? It was Baldies.
Blondies.
Blondies.
Yeah, I used to DJ
so,
there.
I just remember because the thing with the boxing piece in here is that when the galley is shut down, then a couple people had little gyms in between, but nothing ever stood substantial. So when I seen Phil online, yo, we're about to open up this gym, I was in his inbox every day. When are we open? When are we open? When are we open? So when we opened, I was just in there training, and then he had made a post saying that he was looking for some volunteer coaches, and I was just like, man, I'll do it, and that was it.
Nice.
2018.
Okay.
That's when I started. I just volunteered.
So, Mylz, what made you want to start boxing? Because we already know you was a dynamic, you was a football player, beast out there on the field.
Yeah.
I saw some of your middle school highlights.
Honestly, I was to be honest, I wasn't the best behaved kid before boxing. I had a real terrible attitude. I almost got into some physical altercations my first year here at Portsmouth. So I didn't even want to go to the gym, to be honest. But one day it just took me there, and now I'm here. So yeah, I guess this is how I got into boxing. I love this sport. I got a passion for it.
Man, that you're 15?
Yeah, just turned 15.
Man, that's a lot of dedication. I mean, we're all athletes at one point, play sports, but the conditioning that you have to go through for boxing
is a different animal.
It's a different animal. And to have the mindset to keep going through that torture every single day and then still maintain, straight A's, show up, you got perfect attendance, you know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
That's huge, man. Because I know sometimes you ready to how football conditioning, the 2 days, you're out there man, I'm about to quit, man. This is crazy. But every day, you guys be working hard. It doesn't matter if it's cold, hot, raining, snow. Y'all at it every day. What keeps you going, Mylz?
Sheer will, honestly. Man, a few people have died since I started boxing. And I got family members that I want to work hard for and make proud. I'm doing this for the Mexican and the black community because that's what I mix with. I do it for my mama, and I do it because Jesus told me to. So I got a lot to fight for. I got a lot to train for. I can't give up.
You got that look too, man. All y'all boxers got the same look. That Tyson, hey, intense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So in terms of Hard Knocks training center, or just more specifically your training, Mylz, what is a typical day/week look like for training? Y'all train once a week, 3 times a week? How many times a week? Is there off season? What is that like? Even for a teenager, so to speak.
There's no off season in boxing. I may take a day break, maybe 2-day break. But how the training we might train since we're in camp, we might train 5 to 6 days a week. Monday is a conditioning day. Tuesday is drill day. Wednesday, one of my favorite days, is a spar day. Thursday is another drill day. And Friday, it's just, Coach, what would you say? Strength?
It just depends. When we're in camp, for, you know, like, well, first of all, like, there is no off season, so there could be a fight at any given time, so they're always training. But, you know, when we got, obviously, the national tournament coming up, like, that's definitely a lock-in time. So, 5 days a week, it just depends. We might go somewhere and spar, because, you know, getting sparring is awfully difficult. It has always been difficult, even when I was fighting and my little stuff. So, like, it just depends, however the week takes us on a given time. But yeah, he's on a 5-day-a-week regimen, and it's 2 hours of torture.
Right.
Hey man, he needs some work, man. So if there's anybody out there inside the county, you know, close, come down there and get that work in. Wherever y'all want to travel,
we all want some work.
and if y'all got some young men out there that you know want to get involved, you know, tell them to come down to the gym. Hard Knocks, y'all on here watching right now. Go ahead and share the video and comment. Let people know where they can come train at.
That's dope.
Ohio Run Boxing.
Yeah, but no, it's tough, man. The training is tough. Even on my just own personal training levels and what I do outside of that, like combat conditioning is a different kind of conditioning.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just it's tough. It's tough, but they push through. And kudos to them, because I did not make it easy.
Pushing 40, man.
Yeah, I'm 38, but I'm still doing it with y'all. So, you know.
Super dope. So you said sparring day is your favorite day. So why sparring day is your favorite day? Is it because you want to see all the training that you've learned? You get to actually try to demonstrate it and see if it works or whatnot.
Yeah, I love going to other gyms too, because then I can actually like hurt these goofies, man. Like I get to see what's really going on. It'll see how like I can put all my stuff together. Like we be training something the whole week, you know, go to another gym and then you know, I practice my neutrals, you know, my pose, all that.
Yeah, we get an opportunity to explore without necessarily having to hold back. But even in the sparring, it just depends where you go, right? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll get sparring where it's just like work, and then sometimes you get sparring where it's like it's a fight. So, you know, it just depends. We ready for whatever, and all that stuff. So,
Got you. You still get butterflies when you go into the ring against a quote unquote real opponent.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been like that since I started, for real. I think it's just natural to me. I don't know about anyone else. So.
Right. I think with any sport, I mean, even anything in life, there's certain things we could have those butterflies in our stomach about, but it's the ability to go through and kind of just overcome any type of, you know, for lack of a better word, fear. But it's especially in the sport of boxing, you know, all it takes is one hit. You know what I'm saying? It can change the fight in a matter of seconds.
yeah.
So, you know, I think that's great. So I see a question on the comments. So it says, "Who was your best spar person? Who was your best spar person?" You have a guy that you've been in the ring with, and like, okay, this is. I would love to have somebody like them almost every time to get me ready.
My coach, for sure.
Great answer.
And that stuff kind of went down. I started beating him up a little bit, but he got injured, so that's kind of we was both fighting with one arm. My shoulder was messed up, his wrist was messed up.
Oh yeah, that time. Yeah, my wrist ain't been right since either. So, yeah. But in his defense, though, it's like I said, it's really hard to get sparring. It's always been hard to get sparring.
Okay.
Always. So
is that because of how talented he is, or is it just it's hard to get?
I don't
bodies.
You know, I will just say that it's just hard to get bodies to come to the gym and want to stand up and spar.
Gotcha.
A lot of other comrades, different gyms and stuff like that. They just have busy schedules, and people got work, so the timing is not always right. But it's always just been hard, to get sparring in general.
I saw him sparring one time. It was a grown man.
Yeah.
and no kids in the ring with Mylz.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no.
And he was putting that work.
What you feel like the state of boxing is right now in terms of not only in, I guess, in the professional prize fighting world, but even in amateur boxing? Like, you feel like it's right for the taking? Is healthy? Is, you know, there's something missing, or what do you feel like the state of boxing is right now?
On the amateur side, I mean, there's always, you know, room for just going out there and get it, because you know, you got a chance to go to the Olympics behind this, or get on the alternate teams in Denver and stuff through USA Boxing. So, like, as far as amateur boxing is concerned, that's always going to be very competitive and very much on go. As far as the pro scene, I mean, I just be flat. Like, people just got to fight each other. They got to get through all of the promotional differences and stuff like that. And when the best are not fighting the best, then, you know, you get the Jake Pauls, which, no, not to his hustle or nothing like that. Like, he's obviously a boxer. He trains, he dedicates himself. Right. But he's able to come in and make all of this prize money and fight all these names because the best won't fight the best, like they did in the 90s and the early 2000s and 80s. So, you know, yeah.
So, do you feel like both to Uza and also to Mylz, you feel like there is an end goal? You know, him at 15 years old, you know, then you're going to migrate to 16, 17, 18. I heard you mention the Olympics, but just overall, just what is your dream in terms of the boxing world, Mylz? And Uza, you can tackle it first, or whoever wants to jump in.
One of my biggest dreams was to become a champion, and that had happened. But then I realized, man, I want more. I want more from this sport. One of my end goals was to just box until I got to college. Honestly, become a champion, get more belts, like get my name out there.
Right. Beautiful. So let's talk about the journey a little bit, and then we'll talk about December, what's coming up. So, like, Mylz, what has kind of been put on your resume in the last 2, 3, how long have you been boxing now?
I've been boxing for 3 years and 2 months today.
Wow. So in those 3 years plus time, I heard, did I hear right, number 2 nationally, right? Is that right? So how does that break down? Is that according to age? Is that according to weight class? Talk about that.
Yeah, both ages and weight classes.
Gotcha. Intermediate.
Yeah, he's a number 2 in the intermediate at 165. Wow. And the thing about Mylz's particular journey, you know what I mean, to give him the all due respect and credit he deserves, is that, you know, we went on 3 fights. Usually you have to fight 15 times to get to the national level.
Wow.
So, you know, we took a gamble, put him in there. I always knew he was ready. Bo and everybody else knew that he was ready as well. But, you know, he went in there with 3 fights, ended up fighting the number 1 kid in the nation. He lost to him, but that's what got him ranked number 2 in that particular division. So, and that's, you know, coming out. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's great. So, one more question, and we'll talk about second week of December. So, on a particular fight night, fight day, or whatever, however time of the day that your particular fight would be, you know, what is your favorite part of that particular day? Obviously, there's so many ways you could probably answer this, but when you wake up that morning of the fight, get in the ring, you know, just having somebody stand across from you in the ring, and obviously to be able to come on top is the thing that you assuredly want to happen. But is there anything that stands out in terms of the fight day?
I just want to get in there and fight, man. That's what I love. I love when I get in there and they announce my name. Like the sterile is like, there's a level of intensity
right
in there. It's like, man, I'm I'm really about to fight somebody. That's some things that people can't wrap their heads around. Like, yo, you're about to fight somebody for a sport.
Yeah.
Right. So in basketball, football, there's moments within the games of those particular sports where, you know, you can see it possibly about to slip away, and you gotta lock in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the athlete has to try to convince his teammates. Now in boxing, it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I imagine if you're not locked in at any given moment, it can go south quickly.
Right.
So, are there moments within the fight, or you're pretty much most of the time locked in? How you feel like your mentality is? We call this episode, once again, this is season 2, episode 1. We call this episode Mylz Mentality. So what is Mylz Mentality fight day, or just any given random Wednesday of the week?
Man, honestly, I've always been, I don't know, because it's changed a bunch. Mm-hmm. Like, because when I had my first fight, I was like, oh, do you think I won that? Oh, am I doing good? But now it's like
Confidence.
But from Nationals last year, through the fights I had back in July, it was kind of more just like nonchalant, like, hey, I'm chilling, man. Like, I know these kids could probably beat me up, but like, I'm gonna just trust the system, and that's what we based off of.
Awesome. So you talked about kind of that moment as you're going to the ring. You know, the whole aura of yourself about, you know, looking across the opponent across in the other corner. So a little more lighthearted part of this conversation, like, is if we having first of all, do you have walkout music or anything like that? How does that happen in?
It can. I mean, if
can.
it's a home show, maybe you might be able to do
Gotcha.
that. But in general, no, they just call you up.
So you got a favorite artist? If you had somebody as you grow up. So who's your favorite? Who's the guy that you rocking on your playlist?
Man, I gotta put Babyface
I knew
on
he
there.
was about to say that.
I thought he was gonna say.
I knew he was about to say that.
I thought he was gonna say Rio the Young OG.
I like them Flint boys, man.
The most.
So if you had a celebrity to walk out with you, someone that you know just think be dope to be able to come out with you for a ring entrance, who you feel like that would be?
Babyface E. You sing the song live, or honestly, I love to have Floyd Mayweather walk on me.
That'd be fire, man. That would be fire. So I think that's great. So now I kind of want to segue back to or towards what we really come here for, to talk about nationals. What's the actual title of this tournament that y'all are going to in December?
National tournament.
Okay, so can you talk about that, Uza? What's on the slate? How does that work? Is this his first time, second time?
Yeah, this is his second time going. So just depends where it's at. Obviously, you got to travel there. You got to check in usually top of the week, which is Monday. How fights and stuff work out, it just depends how many people is in his division particularly. But, you know, same old stuff. Get a room or Airbnb. I cook the whole time.
Right.
So I'm like a chef and a coach. So, and basically just trying to make sure he's on weight until he has to fight. And then after he makes that weight, we go ahead and feed him. He go do his thing. And we do it all over again.
Hey, where's Nationals this year?
What is it?
Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah,
Lubbock,
Texas.
okay.
Yeah.
So I see who is that? Gary White. You keep saying you got the hookup, man. They're gonna be in Texas. They're gonna be in Lubbock, Texas. If you got the hookup, man, tell them to come to Nationals. He talking about he got Jay Prince.
Yeah, he got connections out there.
Last time I went down there to try to get a deal, it didn't work too good. That's a whole nother story, man.
Got you. That's funny, man.
Hey, so y'all need funding and stuff like that, because, you know, that's a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
We got to get families down there. You know, Hard Knocks need a lot of support.
Yeah.
How can people donate to y'all's y'all, donate to get y'all down there?
Right now, there's a flyer that we just put out on the page that has a QR code that everybody can go ahead and donate to. We have a comedy event coming up. Also, I got to see exactly what.
Is all this posted on the Hard Knocks
page? All
page?
this is posted on the Hard
We'll
Knocks
make sure
page.
we share it and make sure everybody that's watching, all your friends, family, share, like, share, subscribe. But really support this young man. This is really big opportunity. Comes once in a lifetime for some people, and he's seizing the moment. And we want to see him go forward. So,
hey man, first of all, I don't think people realize how big this is. We're not talking about state. Hold on. We're not talking about districts. We're not talking about regionals.
Right.
We're not talking about state. This is nationals, and he's number 2 in in his division, whatever you call it, weight class, whatever. But he's number 2 in the nation.
Right.
This is huge, and you really don't. You're talking about 50 states and probably Puerto Rico and and the territories as well. So my thing is, this is huge. And he's right here in Portsmouth, man. And I feel like you guys should be getting more support. We just got to get the word out there. Yeah. So everybody that's tuned in right now, y'all got to follow the Hard Knocks, Hard Knocks Training Center page. Yeah. Y'all need to go like that page, follow that page. Share this video. If y'all can help donate to that organization, get them down there. It'll help out a lot. But this is big, man. The city should be behind this. That he should be getting on the front page of the paper. The schools, you go to Portsmouth High School, they need to be representing. They should be posting you on the pages. This is he's a warrior. You know what I mean? When he's in the ring by himself. Representing, and he's not only representing himself, he's representing his family, and he's representing our community as well, and we need to get behind it. So everybody that's tuned in right now, y'all got to go to Hard Knocks Training Center. There's a QR code on there where you can donate, or reach out to Coach, you know what I'm saying, and they'll get a hold of you, or reach out to Mylz or whatever. But support this. And that's all, I'm going to let y'all go back to y'all's thing.
Yeah, and that comedy show is on December 12th. So
December 12th. Where's it at?
It's going to be at the Columbia.
Okay.
But there's going to be flyers and stuff being put out this week on that. I think be more specific on that. But all of these things help to fundraise not only his trip, but the other things that we're trying to do with the gym as well for the show.
I'm trying to get on the stage, do a set, comedy set.
Hey, listen.
I did it once, trying to get on the stage, open up. They're going to boot me off the stage.
So
you say December 12th. What day is that?
I think it's a Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it's a Saturday. We'll be gone, but it'd be a great support, for everybody to, come through. And there's some good comedians on there I've seen as well. So, yeah.
Cool. Okay. The balance of it all, man. How do you balance your school life? Just any extra stuff outside of the sport of boxing itself. How do you keep, you keep on top of this and also keep on top of your boxing?
You just for me, I just don't worry too much anymore. I stopped worrying about it because school's easy to me now. In boxing, I've been doing it for so long. I just know how to put it all together. It's it's just more mental, for real. I feel like I'm mentally strong in that department. So.
Awesome. So listen. Once again, he's honor roll student athlete. He's doing great, both in the ring and outside of the ring. Am I correct? Is he a part of the Watch Me Grow team or something?
He might as well be, but he be over there with him sometimes, helping out.
He's a man in the community.
But he's a good young man, and every time I see him at the community center, he's always willing to help, always polite, helping the kids, respectful, and that says a lot,
Absolutely.
Great. So how many fighters or people, bodies come into, how many people do you train weekly, and what's the age ranges?
Currently, right now, let me see, 1, 2, 3. It's about 6 people.
Okay.
I've got a couple adults, mostly teenagers. This is my 3rd generation of students, and it's by far my most pleasurable group to work with because teenagers are fun and they listen and everything else like that. 6 people, and then I primarily focus myself to train people that want to fight. I don't do. I'm not saying there won't be an opportunity for that moving forward, but I don't do the cardio boxing classes. I'm not training the enthusiast that wants to come in and get in shape. Like, I train people that want to potentially represent the gym and have me in their corner. So that in itself cuts out a lot of the riffraff, because I'm just telling you, like, this is not a game that you can slacken your mental. This is not a game where if I be like, okay, we got film studies to do, I need a page report by this date, you're talking about I didn't do it, or I say do this particular drill when you go home, so because I see a lacking or a chink in your armor somewhere and you don't do it. Like, I've been there and I've done that too many times, and coming from that and understanding like what went wrong in those situations, and then now I'm able to do it the right way and could have complete autonomy in doing so with all of the support that's needed to do it. So about 6, 7 people in and out. Yeah.
Right. So I guess similar question that I just asked him, balance. Like, how do you balance as a trainer getting the most out of him, getting him to a national elite level greatness, and also, you know, realize he's still a kid, you know, and all the things that come with, you know, there could be moments where he doesn't respond in the way you would want him to respond. So how do you deal with that?
Well, I mean, look, it's a little different, right? Because, like, you know, this is a son, and, you know, the sport requires you, martial arts requires you to have to push it to a certain level. So that he's a teenager or he's a kid thing, like, that stuff sounds good with other sports, but when somebody's punching you in the face and in the nose, like, there's no, like, I can't, like, and everybody's grown to love and understand that, but it's like, I when he's not responding well, I'm on him. Like, you know, I have no choice because, like, and I always tell this story just briefly, like, my main motivation for the reason why I'm so, and it's a tough love, you know what I mean? Because I'm joking with him too in between when, you know, that he already knows. So my main motivation for telling them to take this serious is that my first amateur fight, 2010, I was like 2013, really no coaching, no training system. I was out there working with Bobby Sparks and them out there in Python, but I was not really locked in the way it needed to be. It wasn't structured. I got my eye fractured in my first round of my first fight.
Wow.
Yep, orbital bone broken. And with headgear.
Brutal.
And with gloves on.
Yeah.
And I had got my eye fractured by Joe Frazier's nephew, ironically, and he hit me with a left hook, ironically. So, you know, that changed the whole trajectory of just, you know, me getting back in the ring and doing whatever I wanted to do. So, you know, my main motivation to them is that I don't want to have, like, it was a sad situation and all the stuff I went through with dehydration, them not giving me an IV, the insurance, and all the stuff I went through when I was just going through that situation is just like, if I have any say-so in that, I don't want that to happen to you. So, you know, if Mylz gets hit with a bad shot in sparring, I'm about ready to go crazy, because in my mind it's just like, I don't want to have you to go through that. Keep your hand up where it needs to be, and all the other rest of the students as well. Nobody's above the system, so everybody gets the same level of intensity. That'd be the word.
So let's stay right there then. So in terms of, like, you know, boxing's probably, I don't know, it's one of the toughest sports that I could think of, if not the toughest. And that comes from the discipline that you need to have, the confidence. You know, it's one thing to have the discipline, but if you ain't got the confidence, that can work against you. And also your character, the toughness of who you are as an athlete. You know, I believe boxers are just different. They are different people.
We are.
They're a different breed of people. So, what life lessons, Uza, do you hope Mylz and even your other fighters walk away with from coming to train with you, from just being around you?
Understanding that, well, let me think about that for a second. Okay, so with young men in particular, no matter what race or creed or whatever else like that, like, you need that rites of passage. You know, especially if you don't got it within your community, you need that rites of passage. Because the one thing about martial art, and I consider boxing a martial art, the thing about martial arts is that it's going to teach you how to lose. You're going to, even if you don't lose a match, if you do the Floyd Mayweather go 50-0, that doesn't mean Floyd didn't get his ribs broken in the fight or break his hand or have a bad sparring. So it's going to teach you how to lose, which, you know, helps you develop character. Because a lot of people that don't have that necessary exposure, they tend to walk around with a grandiose side of themselves, like, you know, like they can't be touched or they can't be hurt, and that then turns into bullying and picking on people and stuff because you feel like, you know, you're in that position. So putting them in that position, you know, being able to overcome adversity is another one. Being able to know that they can stand on their own 2 feet, you know, as young men or young ladies,
Right.
You know what I mean? So being able to stand on your own 2 feet, yeah, you have your team, but we're around the ring. You're in the ring by yourself. All you got to meet is chirping on over the side and whatever they're saying on the side. But ultimately, if you win or lose, it's going to be, we can't fight for you.
Right.
So, you know, being able to overcome adversity and then becoming better people. One thing that my Sifu from my Kung Fu days taught us is like, you know, this is not supposed to be.
What's that word you just said?
Sifu.
Okay.
Sifu teacher, yeah.
I like
So we're not, I don't tolerate bullying. I don't tolerate riffraff in school.
That's great.
Just because I wasn't. Now, I wasn't a straight A student. By no means necessary. I was a straight C student. I passed when I was supposed to pass. My favorite class was gym. And that's why I'm a personal trainer and a boxing coach now. So I put myself in the lane. But any of that type of stuff, man, will get you reprimanded. You be on push-up stands, wall sits. You won't practice. You won't fight. So I'm really big on my boxers, grown up or, you know, teenagers, being better people and not using this in a malicious sense, only to be a warrior and to protect your mind, protect your family, protect yourself in the event that you need to. So, yeah, that's about it.
I like it. So once again, we're at the Roots and Routes podcast at the legendary 14th Street Community Center. Season 2, episode 1, no better way to start the season off than with nationally ranked number 2 in the nation, Mylz Martin. We appreciate the conversation this far. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on all the digital platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We follow Mr. Martin on TikTok as well. I love watching the young people kind of show their personality on their socials. So it's all good. We appreciate it. So back to you, Uza. In terms of the training aspect of it, what do you feel like the hardest part of being a trainer, and then the most rewarding part about it? I think I know the answer to the most rewarding part, but what do you feel like the hardest part of training is, and what's the most rewarding of it?
Shoot. The hardest part of being a trainer, like I said, trainer in general, teacher in general, is trying to motivate a particular client or student or anything else like that to see the potential in themselves and to live up to it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I can see whatever potential that you like, you know, or whatever potential that I can see in you, but if you don't realize it or recognize it within yourself, then it doesn't matter. So my toughest job is trying to get somebody to see that they do have the ability to be able to get to the point that they want to get to, which you ask them, like, what's your goal, or what do you want out of this, and then you kind of can make a plan off of that. And the most rewarding part of it is that when they finally get to their goal, or they struggle to get to their goal, it's not really more so about winning the fight per se, but just seeing them get to their goals, and it just, you know, they're happy. They're happy that they were able to find something within themselves to be able to push them through. Because, like, you know, it's not about, even on a personal level, it's never about me. People will be like, well, thank you for what have you done. It's like, no, thank yourself for allowing yourself to go through it. And then I'm thanking you for choosing me to give you, you know, the chance to be able to do what it is you need to do. So, you know, it's all about the person. It's all about them. And then I get the residuals.
Yeah. I love it. Love it. Drew, you got anything else? I got a couple more questions.
Yeah, man. It's first of all, it's looking like we had like 440 something views right now. But I don't see that many shares. So,
Nice.
you know, we need y'all to share this, man.
Share this thing.
Hey,
Share
yo,
it. Blow it
man. We need everybody to share it. Don't just get on here and look, man. Don't be a hater, be a
Comment,
congratulator
engage.
I'm trying to make it out though.
and a participator and share this. But, man, because this is big, man. This is huge. You know, next month, you know, we're going to have us a national champ coming back to Portsmouth.
Absolutely.
And we need to act like it, and we need to support this young
Support
man.
him.
And he's a great young man, straight A student.
For the love.
Oh, I don't think he ever missed a day of school this year. You know, he's been there every day. I stay up on all the kids and see what they be doing around. So I'm just saying, man, if you're going to support somebody, this is the type of person you want to support. So we need to get everybody behind him. Y'all make sure y'all follow Hard Knocks Training Center on Facebook. Get on there and donate. Let's get them the nationals. Let's not have them stressed out. We need them to be focused, you know what I mean, and not worry about finances or anything. You know, times is rough right now. We dealing with it's a crazy world today. You know what I mean? So let's make this happen. You know, I had me a session with the coach one time. I said, hell no, this. Hey. Hey, yo, this is probably like I don't know, 7 years, 10 years ago. I don't know. It's a while ago, man. I was like, man, let me see what coach. Hell yeah, I was one and done, cuz hey, was it 1 or 2 days? One day, it was one. I was like, man, I got time for this. No, we did 2 days. Then I was like, bro, I got too much going on in my life for this right now.
I say that all the time.
Hey, bro. Hey, real talk. I was like, man, if I'd stuck with it, I'd been all right. Hey, that was funny though, man. One and done.
That was a good time, though.
But yeah, hey, we go back.
I like it.
Yeah.
So in terms of the discipline as far as the diet, do you encourage him to avoid certain foods and what is it that you're doing and what is it that you should be doing better?
Yes.
That's
To make it long, yes. I encourage him to eat the proper foods necessary so that he can make this weight a lot easier.
Right.
You know what I mean? He had a growth spurt, so, you know, he's not 165 anymore. He's going to be moving up. So, you know, having to cut now, he didn't have to, we cut last year a little bit, but it came off a lot easier. And, you know, now it's just more important that he really disciplines himself, especially, you know, 4 weeks out now. Just got to cut back a little bit more on this and add a little bit more of that, stay hydrated. So the diet portion that's the first fight. First fight is making that weight.
Right.
So you got 2 fights. You know?
So he moving up.
Yeah, he's moving
Oh, he's
up.
fighting the big boys.
Yeah, but he's coming down to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Got you.
Yeah. So, yeah,
He a dog, man. He ain't worried about it. He's like, hey, it is what it is. he's like, I'll knock somebody out to eat a slice of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
So in terms of you know, your cardio, how do you get your cardio in? Is there a treadmill? Is there the gym itself? Is there?
I'm about to break the treadmills in our gym. Nah, like the trail that Coach be taking us on, making us run around Portsmouth, that ain't even that bad. It's just them darn treadmills.
The treadmills is bad.
Yeah.
The treadmills is worse than running around Portsmouth.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What is it? What the intensity of it?
It's
It's just like if you ever just do 3 rounds, it might be like 45 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 15 seconds on, a minute off. It's 5 seconds on, 3 seconds off.
You doing sprints?
Yeah,
basically, or we're running.
We're
not
running for like
there.
2 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just one part, but then they get the best cardio when they are actually drilling. So, like, the level of intensity I require of them when we're doing, say, just a particular drill, because everything for me is drills. Like any other sports team, you know, we not hitting full. When we spar, it's like a scrimmage. I don't want us knocking each other out. And it's drills. So if they do it with the proper intensity that they're supposed to, then after every single round, they should be tired. So they're getting sport-specific reps versus the treadmill is good, but that's like a little bit of a carryover. And, you know, obviously we do some weight training and different stuff like that, but he gets his main cardio doing the work in the boxing. So,
wow. Boxing is a science, man. You know, I'm a brawler from the street, you know, back at the, what you call it? The strip days, Taco Bell riots. But I was at the gym, man, and I was like, I'm paying attention. I'm looking. I'm like, oh yeah, this is science. You know what I mean? Like the way we're just watching a fight, thinking they're just fighting, but they really picking each other apart. You know what I mean? And I've seen him in there tossing with a grown man, you know, getting busy. A man that was experienced, that you could tell had that box, not just somebody off the street. So I was really impressed with that, and just seeing you coaching and how he's listening to you, you know. It was. I like that. I was like, man, that's pretty neat.
Good system, man.
So I'm not surprised he's a straight A student, because you know what I mean. Seeing him, how he was thinking in the ring and moving, and it was just flowing, and you were saying stuff, and he's like, I'm like, yo, that's, you know, it all makes sense.
Yeah. Kudos to him in the schoolwork. That wasn't my strength, like I said.
Yeah, same here, bro. I was just happy to get by, you man.
I'm cool, man.
Y'all don't have any excuses, man. I got cell phones and ChatGPT.
I ain't calculators. Cursive. Y'all have the right cursive?
No.
Oh man,
no, I'm not doing that.
But they don't know how to write, bro. They don't be know how to write. Some of them don't know how to write.
Some of the kids just be doing cursive for free, for like just cause.
Wow.
Like I'm like, bro.
What's your favorite thing to do besides boxing?
Live my life. That's about it.
What's that consider of like?
I like to sleep. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I love to be around my friends. I love shout out Jairus Carter and Mylz Martinez. Those are my best friends.
Yeah. Shout out to Jairus.
Yeah.
That's your nephew, ain't it? Cousin?
My little cousin.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
So, what type of message, Mylz, would you like to leave with the young people, you know, whether it be your age or even people that's younger than you that would look up to you? What message would you like to be able to give to them, you know, as a young athlete yourself?
Please don't give up, man. I know right now, if you're going through something, man, I need you to keep going. Just keep going a little farther, man. I promise it's gonna get easier and easier. And there's gonna be days where you don't want to get up no more, or you want to sit and cry. But listen, like, it may be a minor setback for major comeback type of situation. You feel me? Like I was battling a bunch of mental issues for the past year, and now look at me, you know, I'm going to nationals again. I'm a state champion in boxing, man. Like, you can really do something with your life if you really want to. It's just how bad you want it and how bad you, like, think you need it. See, I need this. I need to be great, and you need to be too. So don't let anyone else tell you that you can't be something, because you can.
Love it. I love it, man. That's mature beyond his years. You know, I know a lot of people couldn't articulate that type of message at my age. So for you able to get that out, you know, shout out to you, commendable to you. So I want you, Uzo, one more time to plug how we can make sure he gets all the support he needs to get, so he can get to the nationals as easy as possible.
And before you do that, yo, stuff is expensive, man. They got to get headgear. You know, you got to get different types of boxing gloves. You know, the shoe, you know, their shoes that they wear and stuff like that, man. So, hey, make sure y'all go out there and support them. And I'm gonna let you go ahead and say where they can donate.
All right, so Hard Knocks Training Center page on Facebook, on Instagram as well, Twitter as well, but mainly Facebook page, Instagram page. We have a flyer up there with a QR code that basically states everything that Hard Knocks Training Center offers and what our mission statement is and what we're trying to do. And on that QR code, you just scan it and you can go ahead and donate to that. And then we have our comedy event coming up on the 12th. So, be on the lookout for that. Definitely come and support, get some laughs in.
Yes,
Y'all might see me on the stage. Y'all might see me. They might see me up there.
Jack of all trades, man.
I'm like Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying?
So, I seen one of the comments up there, but I want to kind of transition. So, state back in July.
Yeah.
When that was that. So, what was that experience like, and what was your opponent, or how many opponents did you have up there?
I was about to fight my own teammate if he had won.
Wow.
That's the kind of situation we was in. But leading up to that was probably one of the hardest couple of weeks of my life. And trying to get through that while managing another sport, while managing football was really heavy on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to get away from it. But going in there the first day, it ended up like the two kids I fought, they were on the same team, just like how me and my teammate Brody, shout out Brody,
Right.
were. So the first boy, he was bigger than me. He was real composed, and I learned that if he catch me with a good shot, it might be over right there, because them boys hit hard. My coach ain't ever lying about that. Then the next day I realized, it's time to lock in. Like, the state's on the line, I got to do this. Got to bring it back home. And we secured the win. So, yeah.
How'd you win, though?
How'd I win? I stopped both of them boys. Them boys from
stoppages.
Them Dayton boys was messing with a Portsmouth kid like me.
So let me see the ring one time for the one time, so they can see the ring.
That's
2025.
That's fire, man. Zoom in on that.
Yeah, we're gonna zoom in on it. Yeah.
Bling, baby.
Bling, bling.
Love it. And I love that he represent hometown, because that's big as well. About to be on the national stage again, just came from state stage. So one of the comments I had read up there was, make sure if he does do anything close to home, please let us know so we can go.
We'll let you know.
We haven't
be
put
all
on
over the internet.
We're usually at the Legion. We haven't put on a show since like last March, though.
Yeah.
So if we do, it'll most likely be at one of the Legions, y'all.
But so reach out to the community center, man. We got the 17th Street, the old Armory building that we remodeled. We got the commercial kitchen there. We could do all the, whatever. We can make it lit in there. Got enough chairs. You get
Yes,
it.
sir.
Ain't no more. Yeah. So we definitely need locations to throw more shows within the city, because with the amateur boxing scene, this is not like you got to gather up a bunch of local people and be like, hey, we need y'all to fight. This is like you put out the event, everybody from the region, our LBC and everything else comes out, puts their fighters in, and then you get that good source of entertainment. Thing about it is too, y'all. There was somebody was saying something to me I think it was Matt Killerman. He was saying that, all right, so if you go into any environment, right, and you got some guys over there playing football, you got some guys over there playing basketball, you got some guys over there singing, you got somebody over there dancing, and then you got somebody over in the cut fighting. Where's everybody usually going to go?
To the fight.
Everybody's going to the fight.
Absolutely.
People going to stop
It's
everything and go
gravitating.
to the fight.
For sure.
So as we get to, throwing more events, especially this next year coming up, resetting, definitely come out and support, because who doesn't love a good fight? And it's competitive and it's safe. So
Hey, I'm down to invest with y'all, man. Make some money. Let's make it happen.
yeah.
Hit me up.
Yeah, that's it.
For sure.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
So when you come back from Texas as a winner, can we bring you back at some point in time? Bring you back to the podcast and
yeah, don't blow up and forget about us, man. You know what I'm saying?
that's what we
This is the first podcast.
I'm not all for that cocky stuff, man, but I would say I would really love to win this time, but I gotta.
for sure.
I can't say too much already.
Gotta stay
I
focused.
respect it. I respect
the
it.
process, man. Can't tell them too much.
You want to ask your question?
Watching.
Are you coming back?
I'll be coming back for sure, man. I never forget about the people I started off with.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up.
You
So Last question. We're going to direct this to Mr. Uza himself. Typical question I ask everybody that comes to the podcast. If you had 12-year-old Uza in front of you right now, in the same room with you right now, what advice, knowing everything that you've been through in your life, what advice would you give to your 12-year-old self?
Keep doing it the way that you were doing it. Basically. And, you know, I got teenagers, you know, outside of them. So, like, you understand puberty hits, identity crisis, trying to fit in with this, trying to find your group, or trying to find your niche. I would tell my 12-year-old self, don't worry about none of that. Just continue to do what you're doing, be yourself. And that's how I got to the position I'm in now. And I'm authentically happy with who I am and what I'm about, you know, for good or worse. So just be yourself and keep doing what you're doing. Do what you like to do. Young 12-year-olds.
My God.
We got the Roots and Routes podcast. This is the season 2, episode 1, Mylz Mentality. Like, share, subscribe, follow on all the digital platforms. Anybody got anything else to say?
I want to know what you gonna tell your 12-year-old self 3 years ago.
See, I was a whole different person in my opinion. Don't be so quick to give reactions. There's a lot of things that I wish that I could go back on, but you know, every loss is a lesson to me. You know, I've learned a bunch from when I first started being some little kid, you know, getting in trouble, getting put in detention and stuff, to now. But yeah, just don't give too much of a reaction to things, because I know that little boy always wants to come out and have a big heart and big emotions and show them off, but I learned how to make peace with my anger.
All right, yeah.
Heavy, man. Heavy. We love it. We love it.
Yes, the champ.
Champ is here.
You gotta manifest it. You gotta speak it into
Yeah, you
existence.
gotta speak it.
So we'll be back, man. This is just the beginning, and we'll like to try to follow you. I've been down to the gym. I got to get a little footage of. We'll be back to even get some more. You know, videos and everything. So we want to support you in everywhere we can. So until next time, Roots and Routes podcast. God bless. Good night. We are out.